You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show.
What is up, everybody? We're going to do the old school Shawn Michaels music again. Why not? Because it's great.
Yes.
It's a classic.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody. Bing is for doing, and we are here doing another WWE Main Event After Show for you. Welcome, everybody. My name is Christian Rosenberg. Some people call me professional wrestling's voice of choice. As always, you can be the judge of that. Across the table from me, I got my man, Mr. Ro Moore. How are you, sir?
Yes, man, and I promise this show will last longer than Johnny Manziel's punishment. I promise you.
Okay. College football reference for us sports fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Next to Rome, the lovely Kaori Takee. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. I am the longest reigning, well, no longer reigning predictions champion.
Yeah, trying to bring it back up, but the champ is right over here. Nobody remembers Buddy Rogers. They remember Bruno Sammartino. And next to me, if you're watching, you're going to notice there is someone else in the studio with us. This is going to be your new face of Main Event AfterBuzz, hailing from Levittown, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Tom the Crusher Connolly.
Hello, welcome.
Wow, that's the excitement you get after that?
That's the Crusher.
Are you really the
That's it.
Crusher?
Okay, new nickname, Tom the Calm Connolly.
I like that. Yeah, that was
Much better.
So yeah, because Kaori, Rome, and I are going to be moving on this Friday to SmackDown. Because SmackDown moves this Friday at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. And you, sir, along with some new people, will be coming here to Main Event AfterBuzz. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here?
It feels amazing. It feels really good. I've watched you guys from home, and I've listened to you plenty of times. So to be actually here is a really cool feeling.
You're a little starstruck?
Yay.
A little bit. I was when I saw you walk in the door.
You're sitting right next to the predictions champ.
I know.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
the former longest reigning.
You'd rather
Yeah,
sit
and you're
next to
across
me,
from the
though,
former
right?
champ.
I'm a little more interested.
And you were telling me that you have been a lifelong fan
I
of
have
wrestling, been studying the insides and outs for it. So
I have been.
The ins and outs, that's what I meant to say.
I really got into it. Definitely ladder match, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon.
WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, I was about to say WrestleMania 10 or SummerSlam. WrestleMania 10. Yep.
So yeah, so longtime fan. We're happy that you're joining the AfterBuzz family. Can't wait to hear all the fun things that you bring to Main Event. And curious what you feel about Main Event tonight from the week of August 28th from Las Vegas, Nevada. Sin City hosting Main Event this week. And an odd thing for Main Event, because Main Event doesn't normally do this. We started Main Event with a recap. Don't remember that happening anytime recently.
Well,
No.
it was perfect this week, though, because it led right into...
I agree. I was wondering why they're starting with the Punk Axel Heyman segment, and then it led right into Axel wrestling on Main Event. But yeah, I mean, so in that case, let's kind of quickly touch on what happened this past Raw based on the fact that it recapped here on Main Event with CM Punk, Curtis Axel, Paul Heyman, the handcuffs, the kendo stick, Paul Heyman crying, screaming that he loved. I loved you. I martyred for you. I was a father to you. All this stuff. And
One of the better acting jobs that has been done
Yes,
on WWE
definitely.
TV
Definitely.
in some time.
And he was crying outside of the ring. I was like, wow.
it was very emotional.
Yeah, he really got into that as he was outside of the ring.
It was great. It was like evil emotion.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy to have that. And I loved it. And it built Axel up tremendously from that one segment. Now it's like, whoa, Axel can kind of hang with CM Punk a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest thing out of that I saw on Twitter was Sean Waldman. You guys know him as X-Pac, 1, 2, 3 kids, 6. Pick your name. Either way, he tweeted right after that segment that for a non-wrestler, he believes Paul Heyman is the MVP of the company. And
You have to agree with him. On
Yeah.
that. I don't know. I don't know anybody.
who
that
else-
would not.
who else
like I
would
say.
be?
Yeah, there is no one.
Yeah.
If you take out Cena, Orton, Triple H, Punk, he's like Heyman's like right there.
Heyman's there with them. Heyman's right there with him. And he leads Lesnar.
Yeah.
He's been the engine behind Punk.
Yeah.
Even though Punk can obviously talk on his own, is the driving force
He's
behind
the force
it.
behind the storyline.
That's why a lot of people are now really making the argument that Paul Heyman, not just a legitimate number 2, but possibly the greatest manager of all time. I still think Bobby Heenan reigns supreme at number 1 personally, but I can definitely understand that argument for him at number 2.
Yeah, my childhood would have to debate that. Yeah, between Bobby the Brain Heenan and Paul Heyman, it's such a hard decision.
I think I might be putting Paul Heyman over Jimmy Hart now.
Yeah, definitely.
definitely. Yeah,
But I also think it has to. We'll see what happens with Axel. If he can get Axel over as much as Lesnar and Punk is over, then I think he definitely moves higher up that ladder, past Bobby Heenan. Because if he brings more of a stable of people together and gets more people in with him, that will definitely.
I like this guy
bring
already
him up.
because he's saying the exact same stuff that I've been saying.
And what did I tell you a couple of weeks ago about Curtis Axel? He's got to prove it. He's got to earn that Heyman tag.
And has he?
No, he hasn't.
Not
What do you
yet.
mean?
But no, has he
He's
been
starting
getting
it.
closer to?
He's starting it.
Okay.
He's not even closer. He's just. It's like, okay, California is the starting point, and Florida is where he wants to go. He's in Nevada. Like he's starting.
Wow, he's just
on
there?
The way. Yeah, he just got to
I would
the
think he'd be at
company.
least in like Kansas or something by now.
Oh, that's halfway.
Yeah.
No. no, he's not in Topeka. He's like in Vegas where the show was. He's on the way.
Look at that segue. That was a great segue by you, Rome.
Thank you.
We get
Thank
back to
you.
the show.
Taking your Segway championship.
No, that nobody has ever taken.
You
That
can
is for
have
sure.
it. You can have it.
But yeah, in Vegas, Curtis Axel, speak of the devil, starts off main event with Paul Heyman by his side to take on the cleanly shaven Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
And this is a rematch from last week's SmackDown, where I was very surprised at how quick that match went with Curtis Axel kind of winning cleanly. And this match went a little longer than the SmackDown one, but it was very similar. Axel in control for most of the match, but to be honest, it was kind of hard paying attention because the commentators, who this week was Josh Matthews and Alex Riley, no Miz, but Alex Riley on commentary.
Miz Jr.
Miz Jr.
I was gonna say
Miz is
part 2.
Miz Prodigy. They don't talk about the match at all until like the last 2 minutes of the match. They're talking about Axel with Punk, Paul Heyman with Punk, Cody with Sandow, Cody possibly world heavyweight title shot. Hey, what happened on Raw with Triple H and
Yeah,
Dan
they were.
Bryan and Randy Orton and all them? Let's talk about Alex Riley. Talk about the freaking match.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
man.
really were talking about Alex Riley. He called which one?
Josh Matthews at the end of the match called Curtis Axel Alex Riley.
Yes, they were just out of
And he
it.
quickly
That's right.
helped him or adjusted him. By
He
saying,
very,
"No, I'm
subtly,
not in the ring."
he very subtly was just like,
That's
I'm
Curtis.
Alex Riley, or that's
Yeah.
Curtis
That's
Axel.
Curtis.
That's great.
That would have been even funnier if he said, I'm Alex Riley, homie.
I'm Alex
right
Riley.
next to you. That would have been great.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm Christian Rosenberg. What are you doing? But that what I found hilarious because they're laughing about Josh Matthews' mistake during the finish
Yeah.
of the match. And I mean, I really don't have many notes for this match. It wasn't a bad match or anything, but it was just kind of, we just saw this last week.
Yeah.
Or not even, it's less than a week ago. We saw 5 days ago.
Yeah, 5 days ago.
And there was a cool little sequence where there was a bunch of counters which led into Cody delivering an Alabama slam.
Yes.
That was a fun little sequence. Is that why you wore the shirt tonight?
Roll Tide. Oh, no. I
Cool,
wore
kidding.
this because
those-
college football season is about to start.
For those of you listening, Rome is wearing a 2009
Yes.
National Champion Alabama t-shirt.
We've won a few more.
But you didn't decide to get a newer one?
Oh, no, I got those too.
Okay.
I'm waiting. That's for the Texas A&M game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we owe them. Anyway,
But yeah, I mean,
Alabama Slam.
Really, other than that sequence with the Alabama Slam and Josh Matthews accidentally calling Curtis Axel Alex Riley,
Yes.
that's pretty much all the notes I have for this match. It was
I was impressed by the Muscle Buster.
the Muscle Buster's
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
That was good.
That was
I
really
didn't
good.
Expect
And
that.
the moonsault too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cody's moonsault is getting better and better, and Axel lined up perfectly for that. The Muscle Buster, I don't like Cody doing it. I feel like Cody's too small to be delivering a move like that. That should be a Big E Langston move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or that should be a Ryback move.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like
Guys
one of
of
the
that
big muscles
girth.
that are literally just carrying the entire body wrapped in a ball on their shoulder.
Yeah. I can
Still
see
impressive.
Oh, it's very
Yeah.
impressive.
But he can also only do it to.
There's only so many people he can do it.
Yeah, once he's in a match with the Ryback or something like that, he's obviously never going to
With
do
the
that.
Yeah,
Ryback.
right.
The Ryback.
The Ryback.
The bully.
The big
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Kind of what he's become.
Kind of funny though.
To not be a star.
Yeah.
It's like,
The,
what
the
happened?
opposite of be a star. But yeah, again, Curtis Axel, for the second time in a week, gets the clean win over, not Alex Riley, over Cody Rhodes.
Were you about to say Alex Riley?
I was thinking in my mind about it because Alex Riley was busy talking about Alex Riley this whole match.
Alex Riley is like the best subconscious over person.
I guess.
He's got you talking about.
Yeah.
He's got him. Yeah. It was his master plan and it worked.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Almost.
So again, I'm not a fan of the fact that they paired these two together. The reason being, Axel's on this push feuding with Punk, and making the Intercontinental title for feuding with Punk look prestigious, which is A-okay by me. Cody Rhodes is in the midst of a feud with Sandow, and he's been on the rise, and they're saying he should be one of the ones next in line for the World Heavyweight title shot. Great, so you got both these guys really on a rise, and then with no buildup whatsoever, you're pairing them off against each other, which means something's got to give. Now, if Sandow or if Punk ran in and caused a DQ, would have been fine in this situation, would have built the storyline. But all of a sudden, twice in a week, you have Cody Rhodes go down to Axel, which to me hurts Cody.
Well, yeah.
Why would Cody be worthy of a World Heavyweight title shot if he lost twice in a week to the Intercontinental Champion?
Because sometimes they're in their own way.
I just think it's because it's main event, and main event is for.
But he just did on
kind of-
SmackDown too.
I know a main event is like the interim between Raw and SmackDown, so it's kind of the place for them to just have superstars wrestle and people enjoy the show.
But that didn't answer what I just said. What
There's
about
not
SmackDown?
But there's not much of a storyline in main event in general, so I don't
No.
think you should
Well,
think
But
too
but
deep
in the
about it.
storyline overall of WWE, it would still matter to some people.
Yeah.
Especially one thing I did write down about Alex Riley doing commentary. He said that earlier today that he talked to Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes endorses Curtis Axel being the Intercontinental Champion. He thinks it's a good thing that he is the Intercontinental Champion. Why would you want to fight him then if you endorse him as the Intercontinental Champion?
It's a good point.
And also one thing I thought was obviously that WWE does week after week is they don't have title matches for the lesser titles on
Yeah.
Raw or SmackDown or
Sure.
anything, which
True.
kind of almost devalues the titles because he got a win here. Why not just make it for the belt? So he still gets a win
Would've
with
been worth.
because
And then can sit that 30 days before defending again, right?
exactly.
Which they never acknowledge that role anymore either.
Acknowledge that doesn't exist
All right.
anymore.
Well, so yeah, Curtis Axel gets the win on Cody Rhodes. Like I said, second time in a week. Star rating. What are we giving this, Corey?
I would give it a 2.5.
2.5.
Average
Match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rome.
It was very average. Seen it before, but it had Alabama Slam in it, so I'm going 3.
Solely for the Alabama
Wow,
Slam.
Just for the Alabama.
That's easy to please.
Yeah, just for the Alabama.
Tom, what about you?
I would say it was a 2.5. I mean, it had some good spots in it. The moonsault into the reversal of the crossroads and stuff. So I think it was good. I think it was, but they could have done a little more.
Okay. I'm with you guys. I'm gonna go 2.5. I expected more out of these two because I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes, especially what they've been doing with him the last few months. I've been high on Axel since they brought him out with Heyman. I know a lot of people have questioned it, but I was excited for it. And Axel does that cool. I did forget to mention that cool kind of like double clothesline where like he goes for a clothesline, Cody ducks, and then he turns with the other arm and
Yeah.
clothesline from the back of the head. Nobody really talks about that move of his, and I like it because I don't know if anyone's really thought of that because
No.
it's a cool
Just a
concept.
comeback. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little comeback.
Double swing.
Yeah, but it's simple and effective, and
It works.
nobody's
But
done it.
It fits his character because Axel is the reason why I disagree with you, why I'm waiting on that moment
Sure.
with him is because he's like right now he's still the generic brooding heel. I haven't seen that inner thing in him. Right now, yeah, he's got a mean streak. Yeah, he comes out, he yells, he grunts, he makes faces. That's cool. He's got a mean streak. Most heels have a mean streak. I need to see something else from him. Everything right now seems on the surface or generic, and I'm waiting on that one thing, that one little bit of charisma that'll come out of him and go, that's it. That's what I want to see. That's the thing that every Heyman guy has that he
needs more than a little bit of charisma. He needs
That's
a
true.
lot more.
He needs a lot.
I think he needs bigger wins over bigger people too.
Yeah.
Well, now the feud would. I mean, we'll say United Champions comes around. What if the team of Axel and Heyman defeat CM Punk somehow?
Speak no evil.
Well,
I think it's gonna happen.
maybe.
I think so.
It could happen.
We'll deal with that when I have to defend my title in a few weeks.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm with 2.5 for that. Then from there, we get a vignette of the latest tag team. They're building tag teams again, which is great. The latest tag team to be entering soon, known as Los Matadores. Ole.
The matter.
Hooray!
Ole. I can't tell with these vignettes if they're going to be faces, if they're going to be heels, if they're purposely doing this to look cheesy, if they think it's going to be like super exciting.
God, I hope not.
Ryan Klum on the Raw AfterBuzz made a great point about him, is because, you know, one thing that WWE doesn't have right now is the high-flying tag team, which Primo and Epico can be, which would then make them faces.
Yeah.
But I can't tell from these vignettes if the crowd's going to cheer him or boo him. And I kind of like that because I don't know what to expect until they actually debut.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Why do you hate it?
I hate it already.
Come on, you have the Aldo Montoya twins.
It throws back to the 90s. It throws back to when, like, even
The
though
silly
I was
gimmicks.
a kid and
Yeah.
the silly gimmicks and they were fun then, hey, why don't we just bring back the gobbledygooker? Like, I don't.
Why not? That's a great
I
idea.
would like the gobbledygooker more than I would like this right here. That's what bullfighters? Really? Brock Lesnar is a member of
Hey.
this company.
Hey,
You giving me bullfighters?
Wouldn't that be? I want their debut to be a handicap match against Brock Lesnar.
Yes. Please.
Waving him in.
Just waving in Brock Lesnar.
Daniel Bryan is one of the best wrestlers in the world. He's a member of this company, and you're giving me bullfighters? That's my problem right now. I need to. The only thing I like about this vignette is the one scene where they're talking about how dangerous the bulls are or something, and the guy is laying down, and it looks like the bull is sticking his horn right up his butt. That's the only thing in the entire vignette that I like. I hate everything else about this entire gimmick.
Wow, that is hurtful.
Rough critic.
Yeah. So said Rome.
So said Rome.
The emperor is spoke.
Hey, I'm ready for them to come
Third
out
person.
with Tito Santana leading them down the aisle.
I'd pop for Tito.
At least Tito come out during their debut.
Yeah.
And just bring him out.
Oh, God.
I don't know what they're gonna probably be faces. I think with the Ole, people trying to get the crowd into it, I think they're definitely gonna be faces.
I hope they get booed more than Cena.
But
Do you think the Olays, they're trying to throw it in there so people will stop
Yes.
doing it for Sami Zayn
in
in NXT?
But I think they want at least something for people to attach to them for when they do debut, so they can at least say something, when they come out. The Usos have their chant and.
Ooh,
But it's almost kind of the same
there were no
thing,
Usos
but-
this week. That was like the first time in forever. We had no Usos
you
on
know
main
why?
event.
Because they had to introduce the Matador.
Because we had to introduce Los Matadores.
All I gotta say is this, people. I'm talking.
He's talking
to the world.
directly to you.
I'm talking to the world. Wyatt family, Matadors.
WrestleMania main event. No?
No,
Okay.
no. Wyatt family, Matadors. There's a greater than sign right between those two.
I would love for them to prove you differently and prove you wrong.
Wow.
They won't.
I would love for you to be like, oh my gosh, and you wear
Such hostility. Guys, let's get rid of the hostility and talk about guys we like. The guys who make the millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Yes.
Primetime players in the house. Going against the real Americans. Kaori's guy is on main event. The primetime players are on main event. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
And no microphone for
happy.
Zeb this week.
Yeah.
No,
No
that
promo.
was really, really surprising. Maybe because it wasn't Raw or SmackDown.
Well, he's been cutting them on Main Event
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's
So
cut him on all
comments.
3 shows.
Yeah, he needs to cut them promos.
Yep.
And a fun tag match. Primetime Players in control early on Cesaro until Cesaro literally Irish whips Darren Young over the top rope. Like
looked like a
he
hard
just
fall.
he didn't even lift him. He pulled him over the top rope, which was then followed up by a cool clothesline by Swagger. And then Tom, you actually brought up a great point when we were watching this, how these guys have barely been a tag team, but they have a number of double team moves already.
It's amazing. There's probably 8 to 10 real tag teams in WWE.
Oh, don't. You're being generous. It's like 5.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 at the most.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice about it. So, but maybe the Usos have some. But that's probably the only one that I would think that have a like legitimate tag team move where they both get in the ring, they really hurt a guy. Which tonight with obviously Cesaro doing that leapfrog over
the leapfrog
Swagger.
double stomp.
Yeah.
And then
Great.
also the
Double Uranagi.
yeah, which that was really
That's
that
a
was really
finisher.
powerful looking.
That is a finisher right there.
I just want to say in the chat,
Yes.
Osama said that the Matadors are going to be faces because they're national heroes already.
They're national heroes. What, in Mexico or Spain?
Here.
Here in America?
It was a private message.
How are Matadors national heroes in America?
Aren't the 2 guys Puerto Rican?
Yeah, it's Primo and Epico. They're from Puerto Rico, aren't
Puerto
they?
Rican guys playing
They're gonna be
Mexican
faces,
or Spanish
basically.
bullfighters.
All right.
Anyway, I'll start another rant.
I can't wait to see what their names are. That's what I'm.
If they don't go by
yeah.
Primo and Epico, if they go by some other crazy
Please,
name.
God, keep the same names.
Picadillo and Enrique. I don't know. But yeah, Titus eventually gets a hot tag in. He hits a standing fall-away slam on Jack Swagger. Swagger's we talked about this, I think, last week.
guy.
Swagger's a big dude. And Titus threw him over him without falling.
Now, we just saw a variation of this match on Raw. Am I right?
We saw Titus on this past SmackDown.
It was SmackDown.
Well, not this past Raw, but the week before, we had these guys in a tag match. Then this past SmackDown, we had Darren versus Cesaro. Then this past Raw, we had Titus and Swagger.
Yeah.
And now we got a tag match again. And the Primetime Players have won every one of these matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that they won. I was thinking that the Real Americans would go over on this match.
No.
Much to Corey's disappointment.
I know.
No.
Wait, no, but you would want the Real Americans to win.
Yes, but I knew that they weren't going to win.
Power
I thought at least
of Darren
they
Young.
get, they've had so many losses, at least to keep them.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
Try to even the score of wins the losses.
They got to elevate the primetime players. Primetime players had a lot of losses before this.
I'm happy they're elevating the Primetime Players. I'm just kind of bummed it's at the Real Americans' expense.
Yeah, because the Real Americans are awesome.
They really are.
Say it one more time.
No, but they really are good. Then they do all these things together. And
They do like what, Corey?
To everyone out there who's just listening, her hands just went up and did the spirit fingers. as
She's
she talked
blushing.
I just got it. No. I like
Just you
him.
can say Cesaro's name one time.
Cesaro.
Well, thankfully for her, Cesaro did not feel the sky high from Titus O'Neil. Jack Swagger did.
Yeah.
And it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, it was unexpected when he hit his finishing move. And Cesaro not able to get in before the count of 3. And like we say, Primetime Players win again.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Darren's mouth got busted open again like it did on SmackDown.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
And
Yeah.
the cut hasn't healed yet and must have got reopened.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
At the beginning of the match.
at the beginning, and that's and on SmackDown, the beginning of the match too.
because of Cesaro.
Probably.
In this one.
I don't know.
No. Well.
But what is going on with the Real Americans here? Like, why are they not letting them win? They're turning into 3MB.
Don't let that happen.
They are turning into 3MB.
That can't happen. They've got.
They're too good for that.
I mean, yeah. Cesaro's
I know,
way-
but they're turning into 3MB. Swagger's a former world heavyweight
that's
champion.
So sad.
I understand.
Do
He
you?
alluded to it earlier. There are only 2 tag teams in the WWE. You gotta elevate. I mean, what is it? Literally, like 5 teams?
Let's see. Usos, Primetime Players,
yeah.
Real Americans, Matadors are coming. Shield are the
So
champions.
Don't even count the match.
Because they're not there
Big
yet.
Show, Mark Henry.
Well, Shield are the
Kinda.
champions.
Yeah.
Big Show, Mark Henry, I wouldn't really count because they're just
Yeah.
kind of pairing them together.
Yeah.
But 3MB
Yeah.
and Tons of Funks, there's 7.
So 7. Okay.
Which for WWE is a lot
That's
these
a
days.
lot. Yeah.
And then
well,
Los Matadors will be 8.
You gotta
they were
give
in their time.
somebody.
I think you were. Oh.
You got to give somebody to the primetime players because you got to elevate them because they've been the building team for so
Give
long.
them the Shield. Give them
So-
the title. Give them the damn titles.
Well, you got to
Yeah, I
build
would
them
Next
to
pay-per-view,
rather-
the
not Night of
titles.
Champions.
You have
next
to build
one.
them to the titles. Right
Yeah.
now, the Shield is kind of a Triple H's played security thing.
I
So
know.
you can't depower them yet.
Well, I understand that. I just want them to have titles. I've wanted them to have the titles for months.
You're making the Cesaro face that she was just making, but now for the primetime players.
They're awesome.
Hey.
But go ahead.
Someone has to lose. Someone.
I know.
It just
But do they
happens
have to
be
lose
the-
every
Why can't
time?
they,
Why
why
does it
can't they
have to
lose?
be
Why can't 3 and B
Cesaro?
lose? They already lose already.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure if Jack Swagger would like to go to an airport and talk to a paparazzi and give some earth-shattering announcement of some sort, then they can win for a while. But
Wow.
right now,
Wow, you went there.
it's the primetime
You went
players.
there.
Well, yeah, because it's the truth. That's what's happening. The primetime players are being elevated because of that.
You know, next week on Main Event, we're going to have the Real Americans versus 3MB in the Something's Gotta Give match.
Oh man.
And it's going to end in a double count out.
yeah.
Primetime players are going to still win that match.
Somehow the Primetime Players will win that match.
Will win. They will win. Titus got to
all
blow the
right.
whistle.
Star rating. I thought it was a fun match. I'm giving it a 3. I thought it was a fun tag match. I thought it went good back and forth. Great double team moves by the Real Americans. I'm giving it a 3.
There's an ant.
Thank you for that great analysis. Tom, what do you think?
I'll give that match a 3 too. I thought it was
Okay.
really good. But I really was hoping that the Real Americans were going to win that match.
Can you keep them on Wednesdays with you, and I'll just
Sure.
get a new crew for
Sure,
Friday?
they can stay.
Why don't you just smack down by yourself?
What the hell was that? There's an ant, and Corey panicked.
No, because he.
Just
he was
give your
like,
star
hey, hey.
rating.
I was like, oh, there's an ant. No.
Why don't you give a star
it
rating?
3.
3, another 3. Corey.
I give it a 3.5.
All right, 3.5 for Corey.
Because Cesaro wasn't.
Because Cesaro wasn't. See,
Well, no,
he's
but-
picking up quickly.
But it's not just that. I mean, Cesaro and Titus O'Neil do really cool moves.
Yeah,
So they were entertaining. They were really entertaining, especially compared to the previous match. So 3.5.
All right.
Titus is getting a little bit more cut recently.
Oh, yeah.
He is. Yeah.
He's
Got a great look right now.
he looks like if they didn't turn him babyface, it looked like he was ready to just go off on his own.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because he's getting to that point.
And I think that's what they want to do with him in the long run anyway.
Probably eventually they will.
I mean, what is
Eventually
he,
they'll turn.
6'6"?
Eventually they'll probably turn Titus heel, and he'll have a feud with Darren.
Yeah.
And then they'll both go to separate
And
ways
then
from
the
there.
Rockers.
Which one will be Sean? Which one will be Marty? Which one will be Miz? Which one will be Morrison?
Yeah, that's true.
I just made fun of my friend John
You
Morrison.
did. I hope he's not listening.
Hi, John. Don't hurt me. Hey, real quick, before we get on to the rest of the main event, let's talk about iTunes.
Okay, let's
Let's
talk
talk about how
Let's
people
talk
can
about
give us 5-star ratings. And they can like and subscribe to this and all the other great AfterBuzz shows. And they can find out about all those great AfterBuzz shows by going to AfterBuzzTV.com, where it's really easy to find whatever show you like, what your hosts are up to, the schedule of everything that's going on. It's quick and easy. Tell your friends, tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cat, your dog, your next door neighbor, your imaginary friends,
The
all
ant
of them.
table.
The what tape? The ant tape. You brought an ant in here, and now you're blaming other people. But if you could please give us that 5-star rating, and also, please, 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 we love reading your comments about what you like, don't like, what you want to see or hear on Main Event, Raw, SmackDown, Total Divas, and all the other AfterBuzz shows. So please leave comments, whether it's on iTunes, YouTube, or on AfterBuzzTV.com, because that would be swell.
Thanks, Peter.
It's not my name.
Peter, thank you.
I don't understand why you keep saying that my
don't
name
get
is
that joke
Peter.
either.
I don't get it either, and it's to me. That's the problem.
It's just an inside joke we have.
It's a
with the-
stupid inside joke
the producer
that they share with the
started
thousands upon thousands of people that listen to this that don't get it at all.
It's okay, Peter.
See, he's a member of the family.
I hate you all. Thank goodness I'm the champion, and I override everything right now.
You override nothing.
Okay, whatever. Yes!
Oh, no.
No. Not again.
I like it. I thought it was good.
You like it? Leave. He's posing.
Look at him posing.
Posing right now. Steven, you set this up, Steven. I'm never calling him Peter
This is
again.
all
How
because
can you
he
not like the
beat a
theme?
girl.
So great.
good. Such a
I
good
just
TikTok.
feel bad. I left my shades in the car. I left the shades in the title in the car
Like a real champion.
With Ricardo.
with Ricardo into my
Ricardo.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
The Rock would never leave his shades.
Well, I wasn't wearing like the blazer today. I wasn't super dressy
You
tonight.
don't sound very championship driven as you try to explain your lack of coolness right now.
I do not lack coolness, sir. I do not. And Daniel Bryan does not lack coolness either, and that's what we're talking about right now.
There you go.
Segway champion
Oh,
of the world.
Yeah, that was
We-
okay.
Nah, I had to find a way to do
Had to
it.
get it.
Yeah, recap from Raw of the whole thing with Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, The Shield, Triple H, and the entire roster on the stage. I thought this was really well done as far as they announced that Daniel Bryan would have to run a gauntlet against The Shield that night, and Orton got a Escalade as a gift from Triple H,
Nice Escalade.
which
was
then
very
Daniel
nice.
Bryan vandalized and turned into the Yescalade. Michael Cole came up with a good one
Yeah,
there.
that was a good one. Michael can come up with some good ones.
And Brad Maddox was letting them know, hey, a bunch of the guys in the locker room are laughing about this. And Triple H is like, I want everyone out there during that gauntlet match. And if anyone says or tries to come down and help Daniel Bryan, they're going to get fired.
You're fired.
And I loved what they did with Renee Young at the beginning of that. How she was trying to like run around and get interviews with guys, and they
Yeah.
wouldn't
No
say
one would say
anything
anything.
because they were all afraid of their jobs.
Yep.
Even though Big Show has the ironclad contract, he still wouldn't say
Yeah,
anything.
he was still scared. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't have it anymore.
Maybe the ironclad part ran out.
Yeah, this
When he turned babyface, the ironclad went away.
just out the window.
I wasn't so like keen on Triple H saying whoever interfered, if you interfered, you'd be fired. I thought that was going to kind of hurt the segment at first when he said that, because I was like, well, now no one's going to help him. But it actually really worked in the end.
Yes.
Because then you could just see Big Show and Ziggler wanting to go
Yeah.
help him, but just wouldn't step
Can't
down the
move.
ramp.
I was so ready for some low card guy to just like, you know, if they fire me, they don't see me on TV anyway. Let's do it. Like, I was so ready for JTG to run down that ramp
Make
to try to help
the play.
something.
And then he can join.
I was ready for Yoshitatsu to have his moment.
Yoshitatsu's here to stay.
Alex Riley.
Alex, why not?
Good
Zack
night.
Ryder,
True.
Yeah.
Bad Jacket Justin.
Bad Jacket Justin, but he's got the thing on Total Divas right now.
So they couldn't fire him.
Yeah.
And so
How about 3MB?
why not?
That would
I
be
don't want them
awesome.
fired.
That would have been
Don't
been
fire
so great if 3MB ran down to try to beat up the
Because
Shield.
that would have been memorable.
It definitely would have been memorable.
Especially if they succeeded. It's like 3MB.
Oh my God! 3MB
the
just
show-
took out the Shield.
The show would end. 3MB standing tall?
Question.
Question mark.
Question mark.
doing their guitar solos over the Shield.
But I love the way they're building it. You know, obviously set up Daniel Bryan and Orton for Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Really curious how the new TVPG Corporation is gonna act through all this stuff. I heard some rumor that they're gonna maybe call that group, obviously not the corporation, but maybe call it the Establishment,
I like that name.
which could work.
That could work.
Easy
could work.
peasy.
You need a name for it eventually.
Yeah, you gotta name it.
I'd like something a little more creative.
Like what, Corey?
I don't know. Cesaro's clan? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, we're not listening.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
I mean, you got Triple H, you got Randy,
You got the Shield,
you got the Shield.
and you have Vince and Stephanie.
Kind of, yeah. I was about to say you got the McMahon clan.
You got Brad Maddox.
Kind of
yeah,
Wade
Brad
Barrett.
Maddox, yeah.
If
We-
he kind
Well, Barrett's kind of like their lackey.
Yeah.
We've had the corp. Well, he's kind of like yeah. He's one of the lackeys.
Yeah.
We've had the corporation. We've had
corporate ministry.
the ministry. We've had
Evolution.
yeah. Evolution. I like to call him evolution just because of the way Lemmy used to say it.
That's not how you spell it, though.
Yeah, I know, but he's British. Evolution. Yeah, they gotta. I guess they're kind of just sticking along that that
Yeah.
one name type of deal.
Which works.
Yeah.
It works. And besides these 3-person stables, Shield, Wyatt family, 3MB, I thought I heard some rumor that they were even thinking of bringing a third guy with the Matadors, but we won't talk about that yet.
Please
I don't think. Well, maybe.
I don't know. Who knows? But it's just
They
like
have to actually fight a bull.
they bring a bull to the ring with
that's
them.
That's how they come
That's
out to the
very
ring.
safe.
Yeah, I think they should.
That would be creepy, scary, dangerous.
A lot of
Someone
adjectives
in a
there.
costume or something.
You do know that this is professional wrestling, right?
And everything in professional wrestling is creepy, scary, and dangerous.
There you go.
That is true, actually. That actually does fit the definition.
She's
And-
been to the bar a few times after a wrestling show when the guys are out.
They are creepy, scary, and dangerous. And so is Fandango.
Creepy, scary,
yes.
dangerous. Yeah, okay.
I was trying to do a segue, but she went back.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about Fandango being Mr.
I was actually going to applaud you on that one.
You like that one. You like that
I
one.
like that one.
It worked. It worked.
Fandango with Summer Rae by his side, looking all smitten over Fandango. He kisses her hand on the way to the ring.
No. He kisses his own hand. I don't think he
Oh,
kisses
that's
her
right.
hand. He
That's
kisses
what he
his
does.
hand.
That's what he does. He kisses his own hand. But then she still is like,
I'm
He's so
stealing that, by the
dreamy.
way. I'm stealing that.
isn't that great? Such a great move. And he's taking on Kofi Kingston in the bright orange tights again. I'm like, what? I thought you said Ace of Base at first. I'm like,
SOS.
yeah. Oh, now I understand it because you're wearing falsetto.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Can I go on?
Move on.
All right. See, Tom, here we do a lot of joking.
I know.
As we break,
It's
I don't
good,
know if
though.
you've noticed
I like
that.
it. I have noticed.
Okay,
Just a little.
just a little bit.
Slight bit.
Kofi is utterly confused at what Fandango was doing around the ring. He's just kind of standing there. He's like,
I love this face.
"What the hell?" Was that? It was like the face of, "I'm not mad. I'm disappointed." That was the face that Kofi was
Like,
giving
I've been
Fandango.
gone for a couple months, and this is what's going on, though?
Yeah, it's like I come back to this.
No, the face was, this guy's more over than me.
That
that's
is the
what
exact face.
Yeah.
That is the exact
That's
face.
what he was
That's a
thinking.
great point. It's like,
Poor
really?
Kofi.
I've done this for how many years? And
This is happening.
Yeah.
This is happening.
This is happening.
This is real.
Fun little chain wrestling at the beginning, and then we get a nice little counter of a monkey flip where Kofi lands on his feet
Very
from a monkey
impressive.
flip, and then turns right around and then gives one to Fandango. And we find out from Alex Riley that him and Kofi went to the same college. Random tidbit there.
Kofi was on the basketball team freshman year.
Yeah, the Boston College Golden Eagles.
Yep.
There you go. I'm so glad I knew where Alex Riley went to college now. Thank you, Alex Riley.
Means a lot.
I really felt it helped with this match greatly.
As they talked so much
And
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave so many little tidbits. Coffee likes Rice Krispies in the morning.
Rice Krispies.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I missed Miz on commentary this week.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
That's amazing.
I did. miss
Isn't it?
It's amazing.
And I've seen Alex Riley in other things on NXT, and he did SmackDown one time a few weeks ago.
He was
And I was
very good on
surprisingly impressed with him. I don't know, maybe the pairing with Josh Matthews, I don't know, but something was not clicking at all with them today.
Maybe their monitors weren't working. They
Maybe
were
the
just-
monitors
they
were not
just
working.
talking the whole time. Maybe they didn't think they were actually on air.
They had no. They thought it was rehearsal.
Yeah.
We'll just cut off the mics and tell them they're not broadcasting.
Keep
That's
to your
supposed to be
Dusty
Vince McMahon.
impression.
I don't.
Keep the Dusty impression. That was not a Mr.
Excellent.
McMahon
That, not so
impression.
much.
I don't really do Vince.
Clearly.
Yeah. See, I was just.
You only have one
What,
one
Dusty?
impression.
Yeah, it's Dusty.
Yes.
I'm not about to do it though.
I'm not asking you to do it
I'm
now.
glad that you're not.
Yeah, because that would be excessive having it every week.
Yeah, that's
Like
why
your
I'm not.
he's a man thing.
Well, no, that's necessary.
Please don't say that because he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
He's got it on standby the whole show. Just wait for it.
Anyway.
That's scary, dangerous. and other
Towards
one.
the end, right before commercial break, Fandango whips Kofi into like the turnbuckle to start work on the shoulder. We come back from commercial, and this was actually great like ring work by Fandango on the concentration on the shoulder,
Dango.
Dango, and also great job by Kofi on the selling of the shoulder because like he goes tries to counter into a sunset flip at one point, and he tries to pull him, but the shoulder's hurting him, so he literally drops the left shoulder and is trying to do the sunset flip with one arm. And that's one of those little small things that you don't see a lot of people do. You're selling the arm. How would you have the strength of both arms to roll the guy up?
One of those little things that a lot of wrestlers forget.
Yeah, Kofi did not forget it. So kudos to him on that.
And Fandango went right after his arm again.
Went right back out to rip the elbow pad off. Just kept working on it. And
one thing the commentary was talking about was he was definitely targeting Kofi's arm that he had surgery on.
Yes.
He just came back from. So they were getting some things right of at least following the match.
This was the one match out of the three that actually really told a story. And I thought they did a great job doing it. Kofi eventually mounts his comeback, hits the boom drop, and then starts getting ready for the Trouble in Paradise. He stands in the corner. The ref is standing right there. They're smiling because they know exactly what's happening. And I wish we had a camera in the screening room that caught this. Summer Rae grabs Kofi's foot, just distracts him for a split second. The referee sees it. Fandango and Kofi start going into the center of the ring. As soon as this happens, I kid you not, and I know we have no proof of it, I say in the screening room, ref just saw that, he should ring the bell. Less than 5 seconds later, ref calls for the bell from the outside interference for Summer Rae, which I loved. She put her hands on him, unprovoked. That is an automatic DQ. Great job, referee. Kofi gets the win. I have no idea if that was how it was supposed to end or not, because they went to act like they were still going to do another move. But he did the right thing, called the bell, called Kofi the winner. I was all for that.
I don't know if they ran out of time or if that was actually by design, but it was an interesting way to end main event, and it worked.
It worked great.
And didn't take away from either guy. It made me want to see them in the ring
go at it again.
Especially for all the colors that they bring. That was the most colorful match of the night, easily.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, easy, yeah.
But yeah.
He didn't have the tights on that the Miz had on Monday, so that would have been even more colorful.
When Miz dressed up as Fandango on Monday, didn't you think that was Fandango? They look a lot alike.
They had the same kind of body type.
Same body type, similar hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you see their match on Raw?
Fandango's got a much better build than the Miz.
He's got a better build, but when you look at him from one corner, like on each corner, they're standing on the corners.
Yeah,
they looked very similar. But with this Kofi, I love this finish because I love the referee used his authority.
Like that's what you like. You like
absolutely. I did love that. I mean, the match was very entertaining, and the match told a great story. And I like the sudden ending because it came out of nowhere, and the fact that it was something that 100 times out of 100 the ref misses.
Well, yeah.
But somehow this time he didn't miss it, and he rightfully rang the bell, and I loved that.
We finally got rid of those replacement refs.
Yeah, we did.
Works out.
You know what I loved about the match? I love that it was a Fandango.
Yeah, stretch it out.
Yeah, I gotta
stretch it out.
I gotta let the A's breathe. It was a match with him in it that he just didn't leave and get counted out. Even though he lost by disqualification, it wasn't just, I don't want to wrestle anymore, I'm just going to leave.
Even though he lost by not getting pinned.
Yeah. He was still wrestling actively as the bell rung.
Exactly.
I really enjoyed that match. I'm giving it a 3.5. I thought it was a very fun match.
I'll give it a 3. I thought it was could have been a little better. Obviously, the ending was kind of screwy, but I think I would have liked to have seen actually how it would have ended if it was supposed to end the other way, a different way.
Yeah, it leaves that question. Like, should it have ended a different way?
Exactly the same way. I'm sticking with 3.
Okay.
Coming on the upstage part of the table.
Okay.
Yeah, that I don't know if that's what was supposed to happen, but it made me want to see those two in the ring again and see what else they can do.
Yeah, I would give it a 3 as well because it was not as good as the second match, but better than the first.
See, I think the Kofi Fandango match was the best match of the night.
I like the tag team match.
Well, Cesaro.
So you agree with the tag team match was way better.
The tag match was definitely more entertaining than
I mean, I enjoyed the tag match too.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know. There's something about that match Kofi Fandango match that I really enjoyed.
By the way, did you guys know Cesaro was wearing like gartery belts?
They were sparkly.
Yeah, they were sparkly. I was a little like, why are you doing that? But that's okay. I forgive him this time.
You want to call him and see?
I will.
Are you guys having your first fight?
Maybe.
Aww.
He won't eat dessert.
She's looked up all the.
Apparently, he doesn't eat dessert.
No, never.
I don't. Maybe.
What's happening right now?
Corey is.
Is that your way to stop me from talking about Cesaro? Because it works.
I ain't just Steven. Our producer Steven
is wonderful. Our producer Steven is wonderful.
Feeding the ego, Christian.
But yeah, so
right,
it's not my name, damn it.
Peter.
And if anybody questions, on iTunes and YouTube, it's like, wait, is that his real name? No, it's not.
Yes.
Peter is not my name at all. They're just doing some stupid joke.
You guys are mean.
Aren't they? They're not being stars.
We are real nice.
I'm trying to be a star here and welcome you with open arms to Main Event. And these brutes on the other side of the table.
Christian, the voice of choice, # Peter.
Peter BOC.
Yeah.
Well, this name bash on me is how Corey, Rome, and I are ending our little tenure here on Main Event AfterBuzz. Because, like I said, the three of us will be beginning this Friday night for SmackDown AfterBuzz, again at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. And Tom, you, sir, you'll be getting some new people joining you here on Main Event.
I will.
I might pop in next week or once in a while.
Okay.
Check, because this was kind of my baby. I kind of built this up a little bit.
Too?
Well,
give you a prediction somewhere along the way.
Phil's VTech are gracious and evil conniving executive producer is forcing me to defend that title across all the wrestling shows.
I can't wait to get a shot at it now.
What?
I'm excited.
Whoa! Newbie!
You do
I just
know.
welcomed you kindly, and now you're talking about taking my title.
You know that I won 4 and he won by 1 match.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, that was really quick.
Thank you.
Boy, that one.
But yeah,
one
so
almost got me.
So for those of you that have been listening and watching, Corey, Rome, and I on Main Event, make sure you start watching SmackDown. But please make sure you stay here also for Main Event with the new crew led by this man here. Really? Really? The na-na-nas? The na-na-na goodbye song for us. Wow. Steven, I love you and then I hate you. That's crazy.
He plays this for us.
Now, if he plays the Ringo music with this, I don't know how to act.
It is wrestling, really.
No.
Oh, he's playing both. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. He can do that.
It is wrestling tradition.
So yeah. So on that note, you'll check us out on Friday night. You'll be checking Tom out on Wednesdays with a new crew that you'll be meeting probably next week. But until then, Tom, newbie, new guy, new host of Main Event.
Yes.
How can the fans reach out? Yes. How can our fans reach out to you?
You can reach me on Twitter at goodoldTC. It's GODOLTC, like good old JR.
But TC. But
yes.
TC, all right.
Yes.
Corey, how can people find you?
You can find me at KAORIOUS. And don't forget to tune in as well to Game Control Live on Saturday at noon. We're talking video games, Nintendo.
Rome.
Yes.
Are you guys reviewing Madden 25?
No.
Boo.
Yeah, boo that.
Roam the Ruler on Twitter.
Madden.
Madden's the best.
What are you talking about?
Whatever.
All right.
Roll Tide.
You can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC. Also got to plug 2 things here real quick.
No.
I'm going to plug them during my music.
That's it.
This Sunday.
I'm staying.
Thank you. This Sunday, the Insane Wrestling League, they're going to walk out on me. But that's fine. I'm just going to look at the camera. Screw those 2. I'll see them on Friday. This Sunday, the Insane Wrestling League presents New Era 8 live on iPay-per-view and Roku. Only $3. You're going to see the Young Bucks, Michael Elgin, the Monster Mafia, many, Joey Ryan, and many others. It's a great show. It's one I get the pleasure of calling the action for. $3 on Roku or internet pay-per-view. Go to theiwl.com for details on that. Also, check out this week's Curtain Jerks Comedy Wrestling Podcast. I just recorded with them this morning. I was a guest for them. Super fun show on the Comedy Podcast Network. Check it out there. And like I said, Friday nights, SmackDown is coming. So until next time, for those two that walked away, and Tom Connolly right here, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
He's not gonna even
Oh my goodness.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.